guys, how are you doing? That's good. I'm doing well as well. Today's video is going to be, I'm gonna do like a funky makeup look, like a fun makeup look. Cause when I worked at my serving job, I used to always do like fun makeup. Like I wouldn't do fun makeup every day, but pretty often I would do like a fun makeup look cause you have to wear like the same black clothes every day. So I still wanted to be #special. I'm gonna show you guys my inspo. My inspo is this. I want to do like glitter, but also with like fairy graphics, fairy wing vibes. Let's get started. I'm drinking a Rockstar. Usually I am a Red Bull girl, but I actually had a 2-month period this year where I didn't have a job, so I don't really have that much money. So there's been budget cuts, so I can't really afford Red Bull anymore because it's too expensive. Okay, so I'm gonna start with my eyes. I don't want, usually when I do a heavy shadow, I don't want like all the eyeshadow to get on my face and ruin my base makeup. So we're gonna do the eyes first so that then we can like wipe the excess off your face and then you do the base on. I don't actually have like eye primer, but I'm just gonna use the e.l.f. Hydra Grip Primer on my eyes and hope that it works. Like lots of the times I don't even put primer on my eyes, I'll just do concealer, but since there's like so much glitter for the look that I want to do, I think primer would probably be a good idea. I am a drugstore makeup girl. I like sometimes will splurge on Sephora makeup, but I'm such a drugstore makeup girl, and I want to show you the best drugstore concealer ever. It's the Milani Conceal and Perfect. It's so creamy, so pigmented. I use the shade 115 Light Nude. It's literally the best concealer ever. I'm just gonna do a concealer base on my eye. And it doesn't really matter if it gets on my eyebrows because we're gonna do our eyebrows after. So I'm not too concerned about that. So yeah, guys, I was on my trip for a month, and then when I got back, I didn't go back to my serving job that I have. I worked at a serving job for like the last 4 years, and when I got back from my trip, I took myself off the schedule. Like I didn't quit, I'm still like a casual worker, but I'm not on the schedule anymore, and now I work full-time in an office, like doing paperwork and stuff. And you guys, let me tell you, it's actually the most boring, soul-sucking experience ever. I never thought that I would miss a place of employment so much, you know? But whatever, I digress. I'm gonna be working with this palette. My friend gave me this for Christmas, and it's the best gift ever. I absolutely love it. The glitter is insane. It comes apart in these like 6 different compartments, and then you can take this off and like make a little palette. It's the coolest thing ever. I loved it. Sorry guys. Can you guess what happened? Can you guess? My phone ran out of storage, obviously. I had to delete TikTok and delete Spotify, so. But as I was saying, I'm gonna do gray because we're gonna do like a silver look. So then I want the gray underneath to really, you know what I'm saying? You get me, you get it. The brushes that I'm using, I don't know, I really don't. I just like really go with whatever color is closest to the one that I want. So I'm doing gray. So I'm gonna do this brush because it has gray on it already. That's my process. In there. Oh, I was gonna do brown first, but I actually don't care. And honestly guys, like with this kind of a look, when you're doing glitter, it really doesn't matter if you're good at blending or not. It really doesn't matter if the colors go in spots that you don't want it to go. It really doesn't matter if you have creases like that, because when you put glitter on your face, it always looks like it's on purpose. It always looks intentional. I mean, I say that as I like low-key, I kind of look like a raccoon right now. Maybe I will take that back at the end of this video, because what is that? I'm gonna kind of pull it out so it's more like a wing shape. Sure. I might have to film it on my phone and my iPad. So if you see 3 different varying types of camera quality in this video, then it's part of my aesthetic. It's part of my brand because Apple doesn't want me to make YouTube videos. Apple really doesn't want me to make YouTube videos, so they keep saying that I have no storage, even though that's, in my opinion, not true. I think that I have so much storage. I think there's infinite space for the footage that I'm making, but I think the CEO of Apple really just thinks that I'd be too powerful if I made YouTube videos, so they're trying to stop me. This one is looking kind of bad. Also, I should have put powder down after I put concealer on my eyelids, but I didn't do that. So maybe if you're following this like a tutorial, maybe when you put concealer on your eyes, then maybe do powder first, because I think that's why it's not blending that good. That's what it looks like. Do I want to do a little bit of black? No. No. Because we're going to do black eyeliner. Yeah, okay. I don't know, guys. I have a lot of different glitters to choose from, so which one should I do? Guys, comment down below which one you think I should do. I'm thinking I'm gonna do mostly this one. Well, maybe I'll do this one first and then I'll do that one on top, because I think this one is finer and then this one's more chunky. So I think maybe, yeah, I'll start with this one. And guys, when you do this, you want to go in a tapping motion to get maximum glitter attached to your eye. Maximum glitter capacity on your eyelids. That is what we want. That's the goal. And then you can lightly like swipe it around the edges so that it blends nicely. Ooh, beautiful, beautiful. You guys, something new that I'm into right now is Julia Fox. Like, I've known Julia Fox before, obviously. Like, I've known what she's up to. But like lately I've been really getting into like her whole discography and stuff, and like, oh my goodness. It is so insane. Her song, You've Lost a Lot of Blood. Are we serious? That song actually like rips my soul in half. And I'm like really addicted to it. Going on with this one, by the way. People that know me already know this, but I'm so obsessed with Ethel Cain. I cannot believe that she's a real person. I can't believe that her brain is real. Because like, how do you create music that is so lyrically genius, and then not only that, but the way that she writes her songs and the way the music fits the story that's being told so well. Like, I've genuinely never seen anyone do it the way that she's doing it. She talks about such heavy topics in such a graceful way, and like her vocals are just so insane. Like, she's on tour right now. She just performed at Coachella, and she's also like on her own tour. And like, the way that girl sings, it feels like slipping a CD into my brain and then blasting the music. I don't know how she does it. I think there's crack in her songs, and like lately that's really all I can listen to is Julia Fox and Ethel Cain. That's like all I'm doing right now is listening to that. Okay, but anyways, this is what we have. It kind of looks bad. So what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna wipe all of this away. That's why we do the eye makeup first, because there's glitter all over my face now. One time at my serving job, I was serving this cute old man he was like a regular. He would always come in, and I had like diamonds glued to my eyes, like little gems, and he was like, "Did you fall in a bucket of glitter?" And I said, "No, I jumped in." Because one time I went to my grandma's house and I was wearing like dark eyeshadow. Like, I had like dark gray and black smoky eye happening, and she went, "Yikes, girl." And that's how I knew that the look was fire. So now what we're gonna do is I'm gonna get my black liquid eyeliner and we're gonna draw some lines. But so my goal is, I think I kind of want to make this look like a butterfly wing. Maybe. Let's see what happens. I'm gonna bring the lines up closer, I think. Her song, Waco, Texas, is, I think, one of the most beautiful pieces of art that the world has ever been gifted. I actually like have to start limiting the amount of times that I listen to it. I don't want it to like get ruined in my brain. Like, I don't want it to lose its substance. The ability to make a song that lasts 15 minutes, and not one part of that song like doesn't belong there. Every lyric in that song is so important to the story that's being told. I don't really know what's going on here, guys. I'm really just putting lines and then hoping that it looks good. You know what I might do? I think I'm gonna go and do exactly this on the other eye and then see if we get inspiration on how to make it look better. Okay, got them pretty symmetrical, I think. But so my idea is I kind of want to try and put a star in the top circle there, so it's really wide, and then when I back up it kind of looks like nothing. It kind of just looks like Transformer. So I'm gonna try and color it in, and maybe that'll be better. Hopefully that'll be better. So I think that looks bad, and I also don't like how this is sticking out. Well, there's not really anything that I can do about it now, so I'm just gonna do the same thing to the other side because that's what's happening now. Like, it's giving like superhero, and I was kind of going for more fairy aesthetic, more fairy butterfly aesthetic, but to be honest, like, I think that's the best that we're gonna get. So I did my liner there, and then I also filled in those little corners, and like, I don't think it looks bad, but it's just like not exactly what I was going for. I used the Maybelline Fit Me on. I think this might be a little bit too dark for me, to be honest. Yeah, just a little bit too dark, but it's okay. I want to be matte, but I want to look hydrated. I don't want my skin to look like a desert. Also, guys, since I got back from my trip, I did get a haircut, and it's really short. It's really short. I think this is the shortest my hair has been since I was like 5 years old. And I'm going through phases about it. Like, one day I really like it, and then the next day I feel chopped, and I feel like an unk, and I feel like not good. Oh, like, look how good that looks with that concealer. I know that your camera is not, like, my camera that you're seeing this on is not that good, but like the blend is so creamy and so delicious. And I think this concealer is like $13, which, like, that is so expensive for makeup. Like, that's just ridiculous. But for the way that makeup is priced, like, $13 is actually not that bad. Okay, now that we're done with concealer, I'm gonna do the e.l.f. Halo Glow contour. Look how disgusting that is. Like, what is going on? To be honest, I've had this same one for like probably 8 months. Like, it lasts forever because, like, you don't need that much of it. Oh, like, that's just so good. And now I'm gonna go in with e.l.f. again. I like a darker blush just because I don't want it to be too pink. Like, I like when it's kind of purplish because I like to blend it in with my bronzer. I don't know if I'm special for that. I think maybe everybody does that. And I always do a bit of blush on my forehead too. Just a little bit. Now I'm gonna do my eyebrows. Now I just use the e.l.f. Wow Brow Tinted Gel. I'm realizing now I'm such an e.l.f. stan. e.l.f., you should sponsor me. You know what? I heard that it's a new trend that companies are collabing with niche influencers because it's better for the environment. That's all I do for my eyebrows. I'm gonna go put on my lashes. We can figure out what we're gonna do for a lip color. Okay, lashes are on. I feel like when you do crazy eyeshadow, a lot of the times, like, you can't even see the lash, and I am like a sucker for a big heavy lash. Okay, now for a lip. I'm gonna do the lip that I do pretty often. This is like my favorite night out lip. Now I'm gonna use the MAC lipstick. This is color 666. It's called Sweet Deal. Two things that I don't do is I don't contour my nose because I don't know how to do it. I feel like every time I contour my nose just looks bigger than it did before, which, like, really defeats the purpose, so I don't do that. And then another thing that I don't do is I don't wear highlighter just because I don't like to. Like, I like for my face to be matte, so I don't do that. Now we're gonna see if I can fix my bangs without straightening them. Okay guys, that's the finished look. It didn't really turn out the way that I wanted it to. Like, I think it's cute. It's just, like, not at all, like, fairy
fairy vibes. But that's okay, because sometimes in life you try to do something and it turns out to be completely different than the way that you wanted it, but that doesn't mean it's bad. That doesn't always mean that it's bad. Hopefully maybe you learned one thing from this video, maybe you didn't, maybe the only thing that you learned was how cool Ethel Kane is. Thanks for watching, guys. Hopefully you enjoyed this video. I'm sorry that the quality is so bad. Put cool makeup on. If you're going to work, put cool makeup on. Be more whimsy. Put on a cool outfit. Put glitter on your face. It'll make you feel better, because you know what? The world is like totally falling apart. The world is ending. So there's little things that we can do to make it better, and it's called glitter. Thanks so much for watching. I love you, and goodbye.